Hey, if you enjoy what I do, please drop a like on the video, click the bell if you want to, not necessary, and drop a comment. Want to give me feedback. Doing it like this because I'm pretty bad at selling out when I'm recording videos. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you there. All right, we got my favorite Saber, personality-wise, and just I think this is like best Saber that was shown in all the animated Stay Night. I think Mordred is a much more interesting character than Artoria. I love Musashi, but Mordred just has a place in my heart. I love Ibuki. I love Charlemagne, but Mordred to me just like takes the crown. Gameplay wise, maybe not all up there. Like she definitely has a lot of strengths that help her. Like in lending to be, like being one of the better Sabers in the game, but she definitely has her flaws with being a year one servant. So first off, the costume from Apocrypha. Oof. He's good. He's very good. Also, sick that she was able to like carry that much armor. Because that's gotta be like 80, 90 pounds. But she's Artoria's son. So makes sense. Star weight, star gen. Saber values. Attack above average. HP also above average. This is pretty high HP actually. Van Gogh's isn't that far off. MP charge 0.56%. Hits on 2 arts cards. It makes sense why her values are the way they are. But this should be 4 hits, not 3. Like based off like Zenobia. Oh, actually, no. Wait, this actually does make sense because Zenobia's in like 0.47 with 4 hits, and yeah, okay, no, this is fine. The gains should be better than Artoria, especially if you're able to crit on these arts cards. They should be better. Especially because she has better hit counts like across the board. I mean, obviously besides Buster, but she has 4 hit extra. And despite what a lot of people would think, Mordred is not evil. She is not an evil servant. If you pair her with Jacques, she can get the evil trait and thus work endowment, but Mordred was never evil. Alright, first skill. This needs to get buffed. It is a simple mana burst, 50%. One turn, 5 turn cooldown. I really hope that this is Mordred's next buff. I really hope so, because mana burst. At least make it 3 times. At least make it 3 times, 3 turns, or something. Just please do something about this mana burst. Second skill has been buffed. The Cigarette Lion. Thanks to Karishishigo. And again, why I think the 3 times, 3 turns would be very, very nice. Because you have 50% crit damage for those 3 times. You drop 15 stars. Not a whole lot, but it's still better than an instinct. Not by much, but it's still better. And 500% Buster star weight. Again, Buster Brave Chains or Mordred. Why I think the mana burst should change to 3 times 3 turns. So, like, even though like that wouldn't really change anything if they made it just 3 times 3 turns and added nothing else. If anything, it will help you carry over to pair with the crit damage, because you technically don't need the star weight, because it's not hard to make stars in the game anymore. Third skill. I think this skill is fine. Like, this skill kind of doesn't need a buff. It's a cleanse, 50% defense for 1 turn, and a 30% battery. So yes, Mordred can do buster farming. Does she hit as hard as Artoria? No. But the reason for that is Artoria has a charisma, she has a buster buff, and she has an MP damage buff in her own kit. All three of those multiply. There is no way Mordred can hit those high numbers like naturally. And anything Mordred can get buffed by, Artoria can get buffed by as well. So it's always gonna be playing catch up. If they want to do something similar to Artoria, like give Mordred Dragon Reactor, like maybe at a lower rank, I would love it. Like that, like that's the other thing they could do. Ooh, make Dragon Reactor 3 times 3 turns as well. Make it really good in buster farming. Or just better in buster farming. Yeah, actually be pretty cool. Like Mordred kind of doesn't need to. She kind of like based on this skill, she actually wouldn't want all of them to turn into buster cards, no? Because then like there's no star weight specifically for her cards or her buster cards because they are all be buster cards. So what's the point? They should have just given her regular star weight at that point. So yeah, actually, Dragon Reactor, like C, MP damage 3 times 3 turns, along with changing it from buster. Her damage will go up dramatically. Passive skills 17.5 debuff resistance and 8% performance. She only has 2 hits on this quick card, so it really isn't going to be doing much. But QABs, you can jet a little bit more stars. I wouldn't count on it though. Mana loading a pen, go for this first, then go for extra attack. Or you really could go for the, like, this is one of the niche cases. For Mordred specifically, this is literally just as good as having a Berserker base or a Berserker pen. Literally just as good. Reason for that is her MP. No normal effect, 20% battery, just like Artoria. I don't believe it scales as well. I think Artoria goes up to 50. Might be wrong about that off the top of my head. But a 180% damage mod against Arthur enemies, which is literally all of these characters. She has a 150% damage mod. It is not necessarily Saber's. Not necessarily Sabers, but yeah, Lartoria and Etchan kind of get bent over. And then these 4 Sabers, if you have that append skill, will take even more damage, another 30%. This is kind of why Mordred's damage is lower by default. Like, why even Saber Alter hits harder than her. Like, besides Saber Alter having a scuffed damage mod for her MP, like, it is very janky. Yeah, Mordred's base damage still hit higher than Arthur's, but when she fights an Artoria or an Arthur, jumps up way higher. Like, none of these come close. She's like actually jumps up to Artoria MP2. And again, the 20% battery pairs nicely for buster farming. more leeway with what servants you can bring, although it's still going to be double bitch, but you're not going to need Oberon to do it. Any 50%er is going to help you. And Bond CE, MP damage while she's on the field. Technically esports, but not really. Is Mordred worth summoning for? I wish I could say she is, but she kind of is outdated. She does need a buff or two. And yeah, you can get Speak Fire by any time. Alright, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.